Hello everyone, and welcome to County Perspective. This show focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and the Frederick County community. I'm your host Brandon Rosa, and thank you for joining me. Now, we begin this episode with our top news stories, starting with the Human Trafficking Task Force press conference that happened on November 21st. Frederick County launched the Enhanced Collaborative Model Task Force to address human trafficking. Announced at a press conference at the Frederick County Courthouse, the initiative strengthens partnerships between local, federal, and nonprofit agencies. The task force, funded by a U.S. Department of Justice grant, enhances prevention, victim support, and prosecution efforts. Key speakers highlighted strategies for identifying trafficking, supporting survivors, and ensuring justice. The task force integrates resources from Safe House Project, Operation Light Shine, and law enforcement to provide legal aid, housing, and mental health services for survivors. This collaboration aims to eliminate trafficking and build a safer community. The Frederick County Adult Detention Center has expanded healthcare services with the completion of a 14,046 square foot medical unit. Designed to improve in-house care, the facility features 26 medical beds, exam rooms, a dental suite, negative pressure rooms, and a secure pharmacy. These upgrades reduce reliance on external hospital visits, saving the county money and enhancing efficiency. The new space also includes recreation areas, calming design elements, and technology for education and visitation. Opening in December, the unit reflects the county's commitment to providing comprehensive care while promoting safety and well-being for the incarcerated population. Frederick County Parks and Recreation celebrated the grand opening of the Middletown Park skate spot and pump track on December 3rd with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Located near the park entrance off Koblenz Road, the 13,538 square facility offers skaters and riders of all skill levels a dynamic and accessible recreational space. Years in the making, this addition fulfills a vision to bring affordable, engaging activities to the community. Designed to inspire creativity and challenge skaters, the park includes a pump track for a unique riding experience. The project reflects the county's commitment to promoting positive, active opportunities for youth and residents alike. Recently, Frederick County Government said goodbye to former Administrative Officer Joyce Grossnickle as she entered retirement after an incredible 40 years of service. A few days before she retired, I had the special opportunity to hear her memorable journey with Frederick County Government. Let's take a look. Frederick County Government currently has over 1,000 employees who work hard every day to keep the county running efficiently. Out of those 1,000 employees, there is only one individual who has dedicated 40 years of outstanding service, and their name is Joyce Grossnickle. Joyce started her career with Frederick County Government before I was even born.
I was first hired by Frederick County in February of 1984. They had a vacant position, which was the recording secretary for the Board of County Commissioners. That was our form of government back then.
With time, all good things come to an end. Joyce's final day working with Frederick County Government was the day before Thanksgiving. During her 40 years of service, Joyce has played several roles in Frederick County Government. Her final title before retiring was Administrative Officer.
So I was in the recording secretary position for about a year, and then I was promoted to be the executive assistant to our administrative assistant. At that time, the administrative assistant worked directly for the Board of County Commissioners. My title is Administrative Officer, and so I assumed that position back in early 1999. Well, my position supervises 2 employees at this time, and we provide support, administrative support, to the county executive with regard to staff reports, letters that need to be sent out, whether it's to elected officials or to state of Maryland agencies. It's also taking the lead on overseeing the boards and commissions for the county executive. She has over 40 boards and commissions that she makes appointments to. Some of the membership can be as little as 3 members. but it could be as much as 15 to 21 members. So it's a lot of tracking the membership, soliciting for those positions, preparing the staff reports for the county executive to make the official appointments, and then going before the county council to have the appointments confirmed.
While having an administrative role with Frederick County Government, Joyce had the opportunity to experience change within Frederick County Government and within the county itself.
I would say the first big change in my life here, working for Frederick County Government, was our change from the commission form of government to charter government, and that took place in December of 2014. We used to house a lot of the county agencies within this building. As services grow within the county, we hire new people, and then it calls for additional space. So a lot of the people had to, move off-site. Within the community, I would say we have built so many new schools in my time here. We've also built so many new parks and libraries, and we've created new divisions. It's been interesting, and it's been fun to see the changes come online. I think for the most part, they've been great changes.
As Joyce entered her final days with the county, she made sure that everything on her end was in tip-top shape before a new employee assumed her position.
I had been working very hard to make sure that I'm tying up all the loose ends. So with the boards and commissions aspect, making sure that any letters of interest that have come in have been passed on to the appropriate chairpersons and county staff liaisons, working on finalizing any financial transactions that I would have incurred, by placing public notices in the local newspaper, so forth, and just making sure that I had the paperwork in order for the next person who comes in to fill my position.
When I spoke with Joyce, I asked her, "Why did you stay with Frederick County Government for 40 years and didn't take on another job opportunity?" She replied,
"My main reason for staying here is because I love the work. I like public service. I like being able to help the public with any questions that they may have with regard to any services that we provide. I loved working with our elected officials, past and present, and no 2 days are alike. I just felt like when I stepped in my position so long ago, I was at the top. I just really felt like my niche was in the elected official's office."
Many people already miss seeing Joyce walking through the halls with her bright smile. But now Joyce has a new chapter in her life.
Well, I would say first and foremost, I'm going to miss the people. In my walk in life here, I've met so many wonderful people. We have a really great team that works in the county executive's office, but I know that there comes a time when, the journey ends and another chapter in life begins, and I'm just looking forward to starting that new chapter. I want to spend more time with my family. I have a husband, and I have 2 sons and 5 grandchildren. I really think I need to take the first few months just to kind of decompress and get used to the norm of being at home and not making the trip into Winchester Hall. I hope at some point that I can volunteer in some capacity, whether it's through other county agencies or private organizations, nonprofits. So I'm just gonna take the time to kind of figure it out, but I don't foresee me sitting still for too long.
It truly was a pleasure working with Joyce. I had the privilege of working with her for 8 years. Enjoy retirement, and I hope you and your family get to enjoy some well-deserved travel time. Well, it's time for a short commercial break, but we're only halfway through this episode of County Perspective, so don't change the channel. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. In just a few minutes, we'll learn about the mobile command post. But before we dive into that, let's see what fur baby is looking for a forever home in this episode's Pet of the Week.
In addition to being very handsome, 3-year-old Kovu is super smart. He can figure out puzzle toys in a snap and was even doing some service dog training. Kovu is friendly and playful not only with humans, but with other animals as well. He has previously gotten along with dogs of all sizes and cats. Kovu is a super chewer, so he should be supervised with any easily destroyed toys. To learn more about Kovu and our adoption process, call Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center at 301-600-1546.
Multiple Frederick County divisions now share a mobile command post in service that can be deployed during large-scale emergencies. This vehicle can generate its own Wi-Fi signal, and it can make phone and radio calls during blackouts. Now, I don't want to spoil anything else, so without further ado, let's play the video.
This is the mobile command post for Frederick County. It's a joint venture between emergency management, law enforcement, and fire rescue.
Both the Sheriff's Office and Fire and Rescue have dedicated drivers for this vehicle. It is a special operations vehicle, and it operates differently from any other piece of equipment we have. It has height restrictions and also length and weight restrictions that we have to be very careful of planning our route of travel to the event and also back from the event.
We use this vehicle to operate on some of the larger incidents that we respond to, as well as some planned events, to allow us for better coordination among internal and external agencies.
Some of the coordinated events that we've done in the past, downtown at Baker Park, we also do National Night Out. We've brought the truck out for that and let people tour it so they get an idea of what it is and what it does. We've used this vehicle for search operations. We've brought it out for missing people. We now have a drone program, both with the Sheriff's Office and Fire and Rescue, that the capability is there to connect the drone footage to this vehicle during the search operations.
We have multiple workstations in here that allow multiple people to work in coordination with each other from their individual workstations, as well as radios with channels that allow us to coordinate not only with agencies within Frederick County, but other state agencies that we may respond with.
It doesn't need outside Wi-Fi or radio signals or anything like that. This vehicle can actually generate its own. One of the main key features for this vehicle is if 911 call center would go down here in Frederick County, we have the ability to bring in dispatchers into this vehicle and actually run 911 from here, so you would effectively have communications for 911.
I think this vehicle shows the capabilities of the county and most importantly how the agencies within Frederick County as well as outside of Frederick County can work together to ensure safety for the public.
It is time in the show to see what activities county divisions and departments are hosting in the next few weeks in this episode's calendar of events. To find out more about future events and activities, just visit frederickcountymd.gov. We're coming to the end of County Perspective, but before we go, I want to share a few more things with you. Now that we've made it into the wonderful holiday season, let's make sure to keep things joyful by making sure we are all safe from potential hazards in the next few months. Here are some safety tips to keep you and your family safe during the holidays. Consider an artificial tree. They are less flammable and don't need watering. If you prefer a live tree, make sure it's fresh. Needles should be green and springy to the touch. Number 2. Cut 1 to 2 inches off the bottom of the trunk before setting it up. Then, place it in water right away and refill the stand daily to keep the tree hydrated. 3. Position your tree at least 3 feet away from heat sources and make sure it's not blocking any exits. 4. Use lights approved by a national testing organization like UL and check cords for damage. 5. Make sure you use the right lights for indoors or outdoors. Always unplug lights before bed or when leaving the house. 6. Once the holidays are over, don't let your tree overstay its welcome. Even if it looks fine, remove it promptly to reduce fire risk or recycle your tree through the Frederick County Christmas Tree Recycling Program. Keeping a dry tree is like inviting a forest fire into your home. Make sure you have working smoke alarms on every level of your home and practice your fire escape plan regularly. Stay safe and make this holiday season a joyful one. For other safety tips, contact the Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Services at 301-600-1536 or visit frederickcountymd.gov/safety-home-and-family. A few weeks ago, 10 members from the Division of Fire and Rescue Services graduated as paramedics. These individuals endured countless hours of in-the-field training and in-class studying to achieve such a paramount position. I want to say congratulations to Paramedic Class 10 for all of your hard work and good luck out on the field. If you would like to watch the graduation ceremony, you can view it on FCG-TV's channel 1072 and 19 and on Frederick County Government's YouTube channel. Well everyone, that concludes this episode of County Perspective. If you want to stay up to date on important news and events going on in the county, follow Frederick County on social media at FredCoGovMD. We'll see you next time with a fresh look from a county perspective. Take care, everybody.